Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Coffee Talkie Express. This is your presenter, Isra Abu Dabbous again, and I'm so glad you joined me in this episode with my favorite drink. Of course, I won't be alone in this one. A dear friend of mine will join me to discuss and see her point of view and have a nice chat about a new topic. During this conversation, you may learn some new vocabulary related to this topic. In today's episode, I'm having Noor. I feel pleasant that you joined me.
Thank you for having me. I'm so thrilled to be here. In fact, this would be my first time.
That's nice. So what's your drink for today, Noor?
Oh, I'm having hot chocolate. It's my favorite. And you have?
Well, today I have a decaf American coffee. It says that having such kind of coffee good for your health. I wonder.
Maybe that's why old people enjoy having it during the day.
Possibly. All right. Last episode, I had a chance to talk about the coffee houses and how they became commonly existed around. Do you enjoy going there, Noor?
You know that I enjoy it. I still remember when I've had the first coffee talkie session with you, not forgetting the days when we just chit-chat and discuss life issues.
Oh, of course. And the truth is, I love them to the maximum.
What about you, Isra? Do you like it?
Well, as I mentioned before, I do like being there for a group of reasons. If anyone is interested, by the way, to know about them, you may listen to the previous episode and to learn some facts about why some people consider the coffee house a good place to study and finish their educational and work assignments.
How many reasons are there?
Like I said before, I was able to gather 9 reasons, and there are still 5 to go. But I'll go with the 3 for today. You and I are going to discuss them as well. All right, dear listeners, stay tuned to answer this question together. Okay, what's the reason number 5 that people consider coffee house a good place to study or work? As mentioned in Owner OS's website, 5 is get together with the friends.
Which I consider a good purpose. That's the thing I love when it comes to joining you or the others. At least it's a quiet, cozier place, better than a restaurant.
You and I are of one mind. In addition, that it's also a good place for cultural gatherings, especially for young people.
You just said you and I are of one mind. Doesn't mean that you and I agree on the same idea?
Yes, sweetheart, 100%. So think about using it in the soon future if you agree on something. Or, by the way, you may say, we're on the same page.
Thanks for that.
Don't mention it. So, now back to point 5. As I was saying, that gathering and studying with your friends could help you to raise your efficiency in your assignments. And if you had to study in groups, they like to test each other. This is difficult to do in a library when you're not supposed to talk. Well, you wouldn't want to disturb the other students. That's not considerate. Okay, up to the next number 6. Get away from distraction.
I don't know. Do you really believe that?
You don't agree? Why?
Well, you find many people talking or chatting, or you may have to hear the sound of the coffee maker machine. That's a lot of vocal distraction.
Some people would enjoy it. Well, somehow it's kind of regular atmosphere for them.
Okay, what's the benefit if we consider the other people's opinion?
Well, not everyone has an optimal environment for studying at home. This is especially true if you live with a lot of people in the same house. If you have siblings who make lots of noise and your parents may raise up TV sound or while using applications and watching reels, or for some students who come from abroad, outside of the country, and have to live with another noisy roommates? Well, especially when you live in a small apartment. These are all a group of distractions that all reduce your self-production. In conclusion, you go to the coffee shop to get away from all of these things. Then you can finally get some work done.
You got me, Isra. I never thought that such places could be a savior for such cases. After second thought, that brings me to a flashback for the days I needed to stay away from home.
Well, I hope that was good information. Now moving to the reason number 7. Prevent procrastination.
Wait, procrastination?
Ah, new word, huh?
Yeah.
So, yes, which means delaying or stalling your missions.
Oh, now that's a first to me.
It's difficult to stop procrastination once you start. 5 minutes can turn into hours and eventually the whole day, especially when you have to do some housework. And you may find your parents ask you for some help, then you feel disappointed in yourself after getting nothing done.
This is the reason why many students don't like studying at home. They go to the coffee shop to declutter their minds and exert some self-control. I'd like to mention the names of the last 2 reasons that make coffee houses good places to study, which are to avoid busy libraries if you had no chance to have a seat there during exams days, and finally, to take advantage of the natural lighting, which helps us focus and helps our bodies produce vitamin D by the architectural designing for such places by having big windows there. One thing I'd like to add. Now there is encouragement to have small group classes and workshops for students in coffee houses. I have a strong belief that it would be a beautiful opportunity to gather in an amusement atmosphere, just like you do, Isra.
Yeah, it is a good idea to make plenty of workshops for people in such places. Of course, if you're interested to arise one, make sure to respect the owner's requests and rules to grow a good relation between you as a workshop presenter and the coffee house's owner. Now, let's check out the new lines and words we mentioned today. You and I are of one mind, or we're on the same page, meaning that we share the same idea, or procrastination, meaning delaying or stalling. I don't measure man's success by how high he climbs, but how high he bounces when he hits bottom. That's the quotation I wanted to share with you today, dear listeners, which leads us to the end of today's episode. So, my question is for you again. Are you a coffee house person? And which one of the reasons got your attention better? So that's it for today. Hoping that you enjoyed this nice talk. Not forgetting to thank my sweet honey, Noor, for today.
Always happy for this experience, and thank you for this entertaining chat.
Thank you very much, and I'm glad that you joined me for today. It was entertaining and nice. Don't forget, everyone, to join me on Instagram page Coffee Talkie with Isra or at CTJ_Jordan until I see you next time.